Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
Another game night dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. It is the 2024 Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League regular season. The former MVP JC Marcelino looking to lead the Zamboanga Master Sardines to another win. They take on Jello Razon and the Parañaque Patriots. Razon, one of the rising stars sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. It's a date between two powerhouses in the South Division. Zamboanga against Parañaque, live here from the Alonte Sports Arena. And we continue our coverage sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. It's a Wednesday night game it's an important game for two teams that might see each other in the postseason. Magandang gabi, mga kaliga. Si Dav Tupas kasama si Coach Christian Nuanzo, of course, Mika Abisamis at courtside. And Coach Christian, you're looking at Zamboanga and Parañaque. So far this season, kamusta ang, eye test muna with the way they've been moving and with they performing so far this season?
Well, the goal every season for each team is to improve, and that starts with the roster. And with the improvement of the roster, the addition, particularly by Parañaque to Marquis, yung resulta kitang-kita, right? This is their best start since season 1, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. Season 1, wherein they were one game away from the finals, if you remember, under the late, my tatay, Coach Arik Del Rosario. And for Zamboanga, their core players are still there. The Marcelino twins, obviously a big part of that. The system of Coach Louis Alas, tumatatak na sa kanila eh. Siyempre, kailangan natin sabihin yun. Nandito tayo, tatak Jill. Dito sa Alonte Arena. But kidding aside, Zamboanga, one of the top-tier teams, definitely. A contender in this league.
Siyempre, they added a few more pieces. Mark Omega, Ray Publico have been added into that roster. Zamboanga coming off a 77-62 win over Bacolod. This was the night also that Parañaque went up against Quezon. But Zamboanga, if you handle the business this way and you stay injury-free and papunta dito sa importanteng game, maganda ang mood, maganda ang forma ng mga players mo.
And I like how you started taking care of business. It's what's important. No team is quote-unquote a pushover in this league. You still got to show up. You still got to play hard. You still have to perform. Even against a lowly team like Bacolod, they took care of business, and the numbers show you. Dominated the boards, plus 15. In that game, obviously, JV Marcelino led the way with 23 big points, and they were able to get that win, the 15-point win.
Parañaque naman in the last game, and I was in this game and I was just watching. I didn't cover this game, but just a wonderful show. A wonderful show of, everything. Had a little bit of everything this game against Quezon, and it went down the wire. And when you go down the wire against a really solid and formidable team like Quezon,
right,
it went down to that LJ Gonzalez 3 that really spelled the difference. But this is a game na they were there the whole time. Medyo lumanabang ang Quezon, humahabol sila. They just stayed in the coattails of Quezon until kumalas itong Quezon sa dulo.
It's the beauty of the league, that home and away concept. I was really looking forward to play in Parañaque tonight. But because the unavailability of the venue, we're here and we're thankful. But at the same time, you look at this team, Parañaque, Jello Razon, obviously a player to watch out for, a dynamic scorer, and along with the leadership of Marquis and the other bigs like Galliano, this is definitely a team to watch out for.
Jello Razon had a stellar game again, and he came alive in the second half of this ball game. And medyo nadepensahan siya na maayos ng Quezon in the first half. But when he gets going, very streaky ito si Jello Razon. Kahit saan, pumupukol ito eh.
Right, and he could do it in a variety of ways. Spot up, okay? Or maybe off the dribble, or maybe him creating for his teammates. You look at the assists, 6 assists, and even for a guard, he's really a solid rebounder, had 5 in the last game.
And Jello is with our Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat, Jello. Isang matinding trabaho ang nasa mga kamay mo ngayong gabi. Dedepensahan mo ang isang MVP na si JC Marcelino. Anong nasa isip mo?
Siguro challenge yun sa basketball career ko kasi isang karangalan madepensahan yung mga ganong klaseng player, and hopefully maganda yung maging resulta.
Big words yun sa basketball career. Jello, wala man tayo sa Parañaque ngayon. Alam ko na nanunood ng mga taga Parañaque at inaabangan nilang makabawi kayo pagkatapos nung loss sa Quezon. Anong gusto mo sabihin sa kanila?
Una-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa Parañaque na pasensya na rin sa last game, and this game babawi kami para sa inyo to. Kahit wala ka tayo sa home game namin, pero para sa inyo tong laro na to.
Maraming salamat, Jello Razon. Now it's going to be Zamboanga versus Parañaque. Miguel Perey, take it away.
Action continues here at the Alonte Sports Arena as we bring you tonight's main game between Zamboanga and Parañaque. This is the 2024 Buenas Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6, presented by Extreme. live with the official MPBL Facebook page, YouTube channel, MPTV Signal Channel 98, MPTV Channel 53 on satellite, and on Filipinas Live app. Here are the starters, beginning with the Zamboanga Master Sardines. Starting at forward number 0, Kenneth Alas. Also at forward number 16, Adi Santos. At center number 31, Ray Publico. At guard number 8, Joey Baracuma. And the under guard number 11, JC Marcelino. Their head coach is Louis Alas. Assistant coaches Ronjay Enriles, Cesar Bolhen, Francis Pulla, and Mark Orias. Team representative is Antoinette Roque. Head of basketball operations, Didi Arquiza. Team governors Ramay Raham. Team manager Alvin Muñoz. Team owners are TP Cao and Anita Cao. Now, the starting 5 for Parañaque Patriots. Starting at forward number 24, John Utuba. Also at forward number 10, Joshua Galliano. Starting at guard number 18, Philip Manalang. Center number 83, Mark Yee. And the other guard number 9, Jello Razon. Coaching the Patriots is Mike Sagigit. Assistant coaches Stephen Mopera, Lito Aguilar, Philip De La Cruz, Al Guevara, Syke Miguelino, and Alan Santos. Assistant team managers are Joel Mendoza and Councilor Marvin Santos. Team manager is Jamal Vizcara. Team owner is Honorable Fox.
Our starting 5 brought to you by Buenas, Philip Manalang, Jello Razon, Mark Yee, Joshua Galliano, and John Uduba para sa Parañaque, Joey Barcoma, JC Marcelino, Ray Publico, Adi Santos, and Kenneth Alas para sa Zamboanga. And immediately, so many individual battles to watch out for here sa ating laban as crew chief Carol Guay delivers the tip, and we are underway. Sev Pingol, Manuel Binondo, and Jay Francisco completing our officiating crew. Mark G gets it back against Adi Santos. Gets it to Oduba. Baseline jumper is good. John Oduba.
John Oduba.
Kenneth Alas. Back to JC Marcelino. Si Jello Razon na nakabantay sa kanya. JC with a jumper. Yes, sir.
I was about to say, John Oduba in their last game finished in double figures with 11 points. And I correct myself in the pregame. The guy who scored 23 points for Zamboanga was not JV, but JC Marcelino. I'm sure I'm not the first one. As you see that foul.
Oh, Galliano got hits. Adi Santos. Pinahinga nga ngayon si JV eh. And Parañaque, Coach Mike Sagigit. And syempre, gusto mo yung pag-build up nitong lineup ng Parañaque, Coach Christian. No? Jello Razon is there. Adi Santos at the line, 8.3 points, 5.4 rebounds, only 52% free throw shooting. Philip Manalang, another great pickup para sa kanila.
Maganda, no? Yung pag-pick up dito kay Manalang in the last game. In that loss against Quezon, he had 15 points, 4 assists in 31 minutes. And get this, only 1 turnover. As you see, Mrs. Alas, the wife of Coach Louis Alas. Hindi ko lang kilala kung sino yung nasa kaliwa niya. Magaling daw mag-basketball yun, yung panganay ng mga Alas. Ewan ko. Magaling daw yun eh.
At saka, you know, one of the rare times, I haven't been to a lot, I haven't been covering a lot of Zamboanga games, but I think it's my first time seeing him.
Right.
Yun ba yung pinakamagaling?
Ha?
Baka yung bunso.
Yung bunso?
Oo.
Posible. Until he makes it, the potential definitely. Okay, promising. Maybe the most promising at this point. But, you know, until the accolades are built up, as you see, sige na nga, Kevin ang pangalan niya. Kevin Alas. Okay. Shout out to Selena, by the way, who is 6 months, I believe 6 months pregnant.
Yep.
What a life testimony itong dalawang couple na to of that's talking about Selena and Kevin Alas of the hardships they have went through health-wise and to see them together and right now Selena expecting what a wonderful blessing as you see JC Marcelino picking up where he left off, making his first 2 shots.
Making up for the absence of his twin. Di ko nga alam kung...
Wala rin last game eh.
I think sabi niya, nakasalubong kanina, papahinga lang muna daw siya.
Okay. A nice way to say that you're injured, so I'll take it.
Marquis. There's Jello Razon. Thought about it. Joey Barcuma, look at him. Bother Razon.
Good pass.
Manalang for 3. Yes, sir. Ganda.
Right, and just like Hess and Gabo, because I see a lot of similarities between the two. Talk about Manalang and Gabo. A much better jump shooter, a much confident jump shooter ito si Philip Manalang through the years, through the seasons.
Manalang is down.
Tinamaan siya doon. A little bit incidental contact. As we wait for the final verdict here, but you talked about the matchups earlier as we opened this game. You know, Alas, Kenneth Alas, ang batang kapatid ni Kevin. I'm looking for that matchup against Josh Goliano, who seems to me, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't do much of the games last season, but he looks to be in tip-top shape, certainly in better shape compared to the last season.
Well, he went in, I think, in the lineup late into the season and really just, you know.
I remember covering one game last year and it was really impressive.
Dami niyang best player of the game.
Right.
Yung sa dulo ng season natin.
Correct.
When the games are, you know, iba na yun kasi they were out of the playoff picture and, you know, really just
competing.
Ganda ng competitive edge and, you know, talking to him before tip-off, wala na siyang ano. It looks like they'll have him for the rest of the season.
Right.
As well because he no longer has playing years for Olivares College.
Tama ka dyan, and that's one matchup I'm looking for in this game. Tinapatan siya kaagad ni Kenneth Alas, who played, you know, almost 28 minutes in the last game, had 6 points, 14 rebounds for Kenneth Alas, 6 on the offensive glass. That's why they dominated the second chance points as well, 21-18. And get this, he had the highest plus-minus in that game of plus 13.
Kenneth Alas, medyo unconventional din yung basketball career.
Magkaiba silang tatlo eh. Magkaibang maglaro. Well, I would say similarities between Kiefer and Kevin, you know, being scorers. Pero hindi pareho, lalo na itong si Ken, he's more of, you know, a superstar in his role. You know, he's lengthy, he's maybe at this point the best defender among the three. And,
for sure.
And I love my brother in Christ, na si Kevin, but I'm sorry to say, you know, Kenneth is the better defender, definitely.
Defense is
Selena,
definitely
I'm sorry.
not his strongest suit.
Not his strongest suit. Yeah.
Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. That's the contact there between him and Publico. And they reviewed it, and it looks like, was there a call on Publico? Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
So dito, yun.
Kay Philip Manalang. Wow.
Natawag na pala natawag pala yun.
Hindi na itawag yun, but I think that's one of the in-house rule changes as explained last week to me by League Operations Head Emer Oreta. Even if it wasn't called, if they see something in the replay,
that's true.
It's making the right call. I'm not so sure though with that one. Definitely there was contact, but I thought it was incidental.
Yeah. Well, to me, at the most, I felt like it was an offensive foul. Not an sportsman-like foul, pero it is what it is. We just called the games. Here's Philip Manalang, who looks okay. Nice bounce pass to Oduba with a hang time move.
And this is what we see a lot of teams do. The first screen, especially if you start out high, you go under, but the re-screen, because you're lower already, it opens up the defense.
That's a foul on Manalang.
And we might see it once again, because that was a beautiful ball screen action play right here. This was the re-screen. Now, defense is forced to go up top. It forces the rotation. And what an impressive finish by Oduba on the top of Santos.
Usually, diretso na yun. No? Gagamitin mo na kaagad. Pero pagbalik, mas on.
Kailangan mo na lumaban sa ibabaw. Kasi pag umilalim ka pa, higher percentage shot na yan. That's why the re-screen, importante yan. Especially habang bumababa ka, whether it's a three-point line or inside of it.
11-7, turnover para dito kay JC Marcelino. Watch this three-point shot of the game brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances, and that's Philip Manalang.
Why do I have the feeling that you asked that because papagawa mo yan sa mga big men mo?
You totally read my
oh
mind.
My gosh. Because I can see you as the primary ball handler and you instructing your big men, pag dumaan sa ilalim, rescreen kayo, ha? Para pag umilalim ulit, may tira ako. Oh my gosh. As we see that,
You know me too well.
that textbook 3-on-1 layup by Zamboanga.
Grabe.
Let's get back to the game.
Beijing Jonas Tirado.
This beautiful game that we have on hand.
Alam na nila gagawin nila. Tuturo ko na. Jello Razon. Binabatay ni Barcoma. Razon shooting over Barcoma. But, Barcoma just a pest defensively. Bagsak si Jello Razon. Alas inside. Adi. Labas kay Kenneth. Swings it over to Barcoma. Oh, nice extra pass. 3 in the key, though.
Right. And to your point, defensively, you know, in the last game they started Joseph Terra, so talking about Zamboanga. This game they start Barcoma, particularly for the matchup against Razon. Now, we talked about Razon being a dynamic scorer. We have yet to see him, you know, try to attempt to go on the post where he has a mismatch, a height mismatch against Barcoma.
Parehong perps yan. Manalang fires. No go. Gabaini with the rebound. There's a foul on Galliano on the loose ball.
I had a good chat with Gaibani, quite a long one.
Fast break of the game. Brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. Alas to Santos for the 2 points.
With Gabaini, and I told him that if he could average at least 15 points, 15 rebounds, I have no question in my mind that they will see themselves in the finals once again. Because I think he's a big part of this team.
Yeah.
He's their best back-to-the-basket player. He's their tallest player. He's their biggest player, both, you know, size and width-wise. And the trust na pinapakita rin sa ngayon ni Coach Louie, I think he really has to value that as the season goes on.
Marcelino blocked. JC, labas muna. Barcoma. Alas. Back to Barcoma for 3. Wala.
Who gets the rebound?
Philip Manalang. Ahead to Oduba. John Oduba is fouled by JC Marcelino.
Only the first foul on Marcelino. The only one in foul trouble is Ray Publico. That's why he was quickly subbed.
Ito na. Your former teammate.
There you go.
Vizcara.
There you go.
Paulo Castro and Keith Pido.
Right, and to your point earlier, you mentioned this. The big acquisition of Philip Manalang. Keith Pido was solid for Parañaque the last few seasons. I always love the energy that he brings. And to have him come off the bench, an underrated, you know, success key para sa Parañaque so far in this season. But obviously, the biggest acquisition, arguably one of the faces of the league at the first 3 seasons, ito si Marquis.
Now, John Oduba, look at those numbers. 8 points and almost 8 rebounds as well. Gandang compliment kay Marquis, no?
Oo,
Si John Oduba. That allows really Marquis to, you know, box out lang.
Yeah, just to fit in. Si Mark, kahit saan mo naman lagay ito, plug and play kagad to eh.
Oo. Speedo surveys the floor. Keith to Marquis.
Favorite spot.
Fire. No.
Mahari. Big rebound.
Terzo. Tancinco. Renzo Subido in the game. Tossi for 3. Short. And that ball will go back to Parañaque.
Oh. Gabaini has blood on his left lip. Left side of his lip. Hindi pa nakikita ng officials natin. Yan. Si Kuya Rudy pang una nakakita. Sigurado ba tayo? Head of security si Kuya Rudy o head of medicine?
Both.
Both.
We're gonna check on Gabaini. We'll see kung sinong ipapasok nila dito or papalitan ba nila or they need
Kailangan
to be
isab
subbed.
yan, no? Unless they have one of those high-tech blood glue stoppers. Hindi ko lang sure kung pwede sa lip yan at kung meron na tayo dito nun.
Well, they haven't figured out kung sino yung papalit dito.
Nakaiba na ngayon, no? Ewan ko, napansin mo ba yun? I saw that in the NBA. Yung, parang siyang glue eh. Pero yung lalo na pag sa tuhod, that's maybe sa arms. Nahihinto ka agad yung dugo. Hindi lang ako sure kung pwede sa lip. Kasi baka malasahan mo.
And I haven't been in a team setup for a while now. So medyo huli tayo sa advancements in technology. But for sure, you will see that sooner or later. Ito, ganda naman. Different look naman. JP Sarao and Ford Ruaya. So again, these are really good pickups during the off-season. Vizcara, slow-mo move. Sumabit si Mahari.
Now, let me tell you, he is not, how do I say this? Obviously, 20 years older now. Pero kahit nung kondisyon pa siya, okay, maganda yung timing nito si Jamal. It looks like a slow-mo. Pero yung timing niya, yung mga kontra-tempo na tinatawag, he just has a good feel for that.
Yeah.
Along with those big hands.
And syempre natuwa si Vice Mayor Joan
Oh,
Villafuerte.
syempre.
Yun yung pinaka-loudest cheers from that bench.
Correct.
14-9. Mahari. Now with Terzo. Paulo Castro nakabantay sa kanya. Adi Santos. Subido will take the 3. That is short. Vizcara with the rebound. Here's Keith Pido.
Struggle continues for Subido. 0 points in the last game. 0 for 6 field goal. Pido is signaling to his coach for a review.
Medyo mahirap yun.
Oo, medyo may konting discard.
14-9. Zamboanga down by 5 here, and we have a timeout.
back at the Alonte Sports Arena for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. One of the things that Coach Mike Sagigit and squad learned from that game against Quezon was to solidify his system, especially sa crunch time. Nagkulang daw sila sa defense sa mga 3 points ng Huskers na solo-solo. They also realized that despite itong nabubuong backcourt trio nila Jello Razon, Keith Pido, and Philip Manalang, they need to work on the rotation sa small guys, less dribbling, and more on passes daw dapat para maitawid ang bola. But, you know, out of all the reminders that he gave, what I liked the most was yung sinabi ni Coach Mike sa huddle na you need to get excited. Appreciate the opportunity that we got to play with Quezon, then now Zamboanga, then Pampanga next. May Pangasinan pa daw. Sabi niya, ito na yung totoong basketball dito sa MPBL. Sa Delph, Coach Chris.
Thank you so much, Mika. And, you know, a lot of things happen to us, you know, every day in our daily lives. And sometimes we get too caught up with so many things.
Right.
Sometimes you got to take a step back and realize and appreciate what you have in front of you, which is a game against one of the best teams in the
That's true. First of all, the thought of you can make a living just playing basketball, mind-boggling. And trust me, I envy these players. You know, how I wish we had MPBL during my time. But, you know, a great report by Mika. I like how Coach Mike, as you see, Jamal with a fadeaway, didn't hit any iron. Led to a fast break right here.
Well defended.
Right, and going back to her report, I like how Mike Sagigit used the word excited right there because I think that's one of the most...
Excited sila. Excited sila.
Sa bola.
Sorry, excited
Diba?
sila. Excited sila. Sorry, I had to cut you off. Because they were all excited for that ball.
Correct. And, you know, just realizing how big of a game this is. At ito na nga, yung agawang buko. Ayan, nawala ang bola.
Nobody giving
One
up.
shirt down. One yellow shirt down. 2 white shirts down. Another yellow shirt down. 3 yellow shirts down. Because he put it in a way, not in a way that it's daunting. You know, considering yung mga teams na binanggit ni Mika, yung next game nila, Pampanga. Di ba? Last game nila, Quezon. Ngayon, Zamboanga. Tapos Pampanga. Tapos Pangasinan.
Yeah.
And some players, you don't know what's in the head of your players, especially a rising team tulad nitong Parañaque this season. So he sends the message in such a way that you can be excited for this to meet the challenge ahead.
And also, it's early season success. How do you handle that?
Hindi, tsaka kailangan mo na mamuhunan eh.
Oo.
Diba? And to your point, yeah, ngayon pa lang nagkakasubukan na. Nagkakasubukan na.
Lorenzo Zubido at the line. 5 points and 2 assists per ball game this season. One of the newcomers for the Zamboanga team. Primarily to, you know, take the load off JC Marcelino with regards to scoring sa backcourt.
Yeah, that's true. That's why tulad ng lineup na sa loob ngayon, ang primary point guard si Terzo, he's playing the 2 right away, although both guards has the ability to shoot from the outside. As you see that block by Gabayni on Vizcara.
Ron Jane really asking for a travel on Jamal Vizcara. Slow-mo lang talaga. Sarao inside. JP Sarao with a strong finish. Nice slip to the basket there.
Yeah, you know, JP Sarao, he has his way of, you know, making hang time shots even though he doesn't jump high tulad ng huling nakita natin. As you see, this offensive foul maybe. 2 different calls, it looks like. Official underneath and official on the side. That's why they're gonna talk this through. Mukhang isang offensive foul, isang foul eh. Isang...
Oo. And referee Seth Pingol calling the offensive foul where they were discussing that was ni referee Carol Guay.
Referee Cara had the better angle to make that call. And obviously, Coach Louie not happy.
Mark Omega coming in. And the next dead ball, Keith Pido trapped. Goes to Sarao, able to recover. Pido gets it back. Picks up his dribble. Back to JP Sarao for 3. Yes!
Well, they put themselves in a bind. Talk about Parañaque, and was bailed out by that shot by Sarao, because Peter walked into a trap as soon as he crossed half court. And Sarao off to a great start coming off the bench. 5 quick points for him.
Subido swings it over to Mahari. Bumelo. Binigay kay Tancinco with a teardrop.
And this is what I love about Zamboanga, Sidef. How many times have we seen early in the season teams enticing them to shoot the ball from the outside against the zone? Ang Zamboanga trying to impose their will inside. Very rarely do you see teams, as you see Sarao miss a layup, and once again gets it in. Very rarely do you see teams like Zamboanga setting screens against the zone. As Mahari with a 3-point play coming up with a runaway layup and a yellow shirt right in front of him, trying to draw a charge. I believe that's Castro.
Very unfortunate kay Paulo Castro. Pagbagsak ng siko ni Mahari, nandun talaga sa chest niya, no? But
clearly the right call.
Pag-angat pala. But this is why you go to the weight room.
Right. You go to the weight room and you make sure that you're in legal guarding position. Medyo half-hearted. Hindi alam ni Paulo kung paano niya sasaluhin yung charge na yun against kay Mahari.
And he completes the 3-point play, John Mahari.
Pag nakatagilid ang isang player trying to draw a charge, the first thing really is protecting himself. And sometimes you got to be willing to sacrifice your body completely to complete the offensive foul.
Alam ko si John Mahari, you know, when Coach Louie inherited this lineup, no, last season.
Right.
And there's a steal. Mahari gets it back. Here he is, will drive, and another basket and one. And I thought when Coach Louie took over, John Mahari will be a perfect player for him.
Tama ka dyan, because John Mahari doesn't need a play to be effective, because he could do it on both ends, just like this one. Getting the steal and going all the way for that, and that's just a poor foul. That's a chippy foul to me on a big game like this. You don't need chippy fouls like that. Sometimes, just like Elsa, you gotta let it go.
Ganda pa naman ang memories ko ng Frozen. Binigyan mo ng basketball reference. Nakita ko eh. Si Elsa, muntik ko na mahawakan eh. Just last week.
Hey, Riley.
21-19. Pero yun nga, no? John Mahari has been, I think when Coach Louie came in, the minutes went up from the earlier coaching change. You know? Shot clock down to 2. Jamal for 3. And Martel gets the offensive rebound.
Smart play by Jamal, though. Even after almost turning the ball over, realizing the clock, able to hit the rim.
Unfortunately,
Right
wala
lang.
na oras.
Oh.
I thought Martel had a pass to Razon to make.
Or maybe Sarao. I think Sarao was open underneath as he made that spin.
Oo nga. But at the end of 21-19, it was a good start for Parañaque. But John Mahari gets going in late in that first quarter. Maduba had 5 in the first period. But eto yun, the intensity on the defensive end and the transition baskets galing kay John Mahari, giving Zamboanga a 21-19 lead at the end of 1. This end of the first quarter scores brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Zamboanga, they will be hosted by the Caloocan Batangcan Kalu on May 28. That is going to be an exciting game.
Ganda yan.
June 3, Doon naman sila sa Bataan, another road game against the Risers. And on June 8th,
Another road game.
another road game. Wow, what a time.
Isa lang ibig sabihin yan. Humirit na dapat ang Zamboanga. Sa kanila naman.
Tama. So, 3 games on the road.
Hindi malabo yun ha. Next month, may abra na.
Kaya nga. Lapit na. Ano alam natin na ganun talaga dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino.
Luzon, ano ka ba? Nasa kanta na nga eh. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao nga eh.
The second quarter underway. Razon, Manalang, Martel, Yi, and John Ray Villanueva ang pinasok dito ni Coach Mike Sagigit. JC Marcelino, Mark Omega, Jason Strait, Peter Barcoma, and Kenneth Alas. Tingnan natin yung first quarter field goals. 5 of 14 for Parañaque, 7 of 15 for Zamboanga. 8 points now for Philip Manalang, second 3 of the ball game.
Hindi nagkakalayo, obviously, no? Kaya 21-19 natapos yung after 10 minutes of play. As you see, the nice pass. I believe that was Alas to a diving Omega. And Omega showing the touch.
The former teammates going at it. Gerald Arzon actually and Omega played in college at Perpetual Health. Barcoma nasa Perpetual din. It's another
Illegal screen, moving screen.
Yeah.
This
Yun
will
ang
be-
hindi ko ituturo sa mga big man.
This was against Parañaque. Ito si Vincent Martel. Pwede mo na maituro. Sabihin mo lang kila Jonas, as long as hindi kayo mahuli.
Hirap nun. Joey Barcuma. Straight has it. Straight will drive. Natapikan si Omega. Martel fighting for it. Stepped on the line and the ball will stay with Zamboanga with 4 seconds in their shot clock. Just play of the game brought to you by Buenas. Kenneth Alas. With a pass as JC Marcelino could not hit.
Who gets the rebound? Kenneth Alas.
Barcuma, extra pass to Straight. And apologizes to the bench. Should have taken the shot.
We talked about the excellent rebounding of Kenneth Alas in the last game. 14 rebounds, 6 on the offensive glass. Ngayon wala pa siyang rebound, but
That's
he
the
does
first
have
one.
the first one right there. He does have 4 assists for Zamboanga. As Barcuma will end up at the line after getting hit after that floater.
Markey not happy with the call. May have had a case there kasi usually na-release na yung bola eh.
Right.
And the contact was on the way down. And he's teed up by referee Sev Pingol. But that will be his 3rd foul.
Mabigat yan.
Mabigat yan because there's hindi naman ganun kalalim itong big man rotation ng Parañaque.
He should be careful now. Because our officials will not even, as he's pointing to the officials, our officials will not even hesitate to maybe give him another one if he doesn't stop. And Markey knows better. I think he will. He's trying to plead his case still.
That he will not be around for now. Babalik muna siya sa bench. John Oduba reinserted into the ball game. Hindi to Pampanga, Parañaque na sobrang daming big man.
Right.
This free throw is brought to you by Xia Appliances, sa subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. And Coach Louie and I covered that last Monday game sa Pasay. And, you know, Warren Bonifacio for Pasay. And kalaban niya, parang nagpapalit-palit lang. 6 yata, lagpas 6'5". And the travel on Omega.
So this is an interesting stretch for Parañaque. Marquis on the bench. It's gonna be a long sit down for Marquis with 3 fouls. It's gonna be the whole second quarter.
Timeout muna tayo. 23-22. We'll be right back. Back inside Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan, Laguna. There's a matchup between Parañaque and Zamboanga, both teams in the South Division. Both teams in the upper half of the South Division. Yan.
Aww.
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 Pwede bang ganyan din tayo, Coach Christian? For now. Kahit
Alam mo,
ikaw.
Hindi, wag, please, wag. Wag. Be civilized. Naalala ko si Coach Saldi eh. Kaya lubi. Habang yung malamig niya na boses na
Tapos may
kahit maputi na ang buhok ko.
Ayun,
diba?
yun.
Saktong-sakto.
Ganun ang soundtrack.
Pero hindi ako makarelate eh. Kasi wala akong buhok. Bad trip yung kantang yun. Sa totoo lang.
Wow. Christian Wanzon got jokes. Manalang looking for a teammate. Villanueva, great defense by Zamboanga.
Off a timeout. And that's big.
Access denied, lahat.
Because usually coaches would run, in-game sets, not the usual plays. Still Zamboanga able to get a stop.
Alam mo yung nangyari sa opensa na yun? Parang yung papasok ka sa opisina mo na yung fingerprint. Lahat ng ginawa mo, ayaw pa rin.
Denied.
Marcelino, the extra pass. Joey for 3. Yes!
Gravity. Yan ang middle name ni Marcelino. Kada baba niya ng bola, kahit nga off-ball siguro eh, makaka-attract ng defender to. Tulad doon, drive and kick, Barcuma, open shot, makes it.
John Ray for 3. Bawe. And he gives Kenneth Alas the look as well. And Joey Barcuma, the newest member of the Little Giants Club of the MPBL.
Right.
Led by the likes of Topeng Lagrama, Chris Torado, and take a look at this, the 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Jomar Madayag.
Madayag, yes.
Oh, bagong membro din yun.
Oh, grabe yun.
Barcuma. 10 on the shot clock. Kicks it out. Kenneth Alas for 3. No good. That's a foul on Villanueva.
They better be careful. Yeah, that's their 14th foul. 6:47 remaining. Next one, it means free throws for Zamboanga.
Martel goes back to the bench. Sarao in the ball game. Barcuma. Marcelino. Omega with the pick. Marcelino lost the handle. Sarao. And Villanueva able to secure the ball. Naagaw ni Marcelino. And he lays it in for 2.
He just saw his teammate na si Manalang. And for some reason did not see Marcelino. Easy steal and finish by Marcelino off a careless turnover.
John Ray. Oduba. Was looking for Sarao on the extra pass. Quick hands there from the Zamboanga front line. Marcelino anticipating the pass. Gets the 2 points. 28-25. Robbie Naive is in the game. Manalang. Jello Razon pulls the trigger. No go. Naive is ahead of the pack. Wala. Philip Manalang, binabantay ni Barcuma, stops the fast break and rolls to the ground.
The disadvantage of being fast. Nakita nyo kung anong pwedeng mangyari.
Joy Barcuma though. Man, ano lang siya eh, just bouncing, parang bola eh. I haven't seen a player fall so many times this season than Joey Barcuma.
Right, but this is a message also to, you know, the guards, the young kids, or yung mga may, you know, aspirations to play in this league. Kung hindi kayo katangkaran, you have to be exceptionally quick. Tulad ng mga pangalan na nabanggit ni Mr. Tupas kanina. Yung mga Torado, Madayag, Barcuma, Lagrama, Wamar. Diba? Si Wamar, hindi lang yung mabilis, scorer pa.
Saan tigas na katawan nun. Grabe.
Diba? So, pero kung hindi kayo mabilis, siguraduhin nyo lang na either ubod kayo ng talino maglaro at napakagaling nyo sumut.
Here's Uduba, receiving the inbound. Keith Pido. Manalang will pop out of the screen. Galliano has been a marked man.
Ganda ng defense, ha?
Galliano will fire. In and out. Sarao. And look at the players there fighting for that rebound. That should be a jump ball. Should be. Oh, a foul. On Naive.
Was there even one called during live play? I don't remember hearing a whistle.
Daming nangyari sa loob eh. 28-25.
Grabe ang hawakan sa loob. Talk about letting the players play. A little too much.
The travel on Galliano.
I gotta see that once again.
Even he was surprised. Jason Strait goes back to the bench. Togsi Strait, one of those players na impressed last season with Marikina, now finding his way to a powerhouse team in Zamboanga.
Different role, different responsibilities, different pressure.
Naive, that ball tapped away by Pido. Ball will stay with Zamboanga 13.
Always a challenge if you should be a different player in a sense, but at the same time, trying to give the same output effort-wise. Because to me, what stood out about Jason Strait, aside from his length, was his activity in Marikina. His activity in fast breaks, his activity on the glass.
Playmaking as well.
Oh, there's something we have yet to see.
Marcelino with a jumper. No good. Sarao. Great pressure here by Zamboanga. Now they put John Olegario in the ball game. Ito yung homegrown player nila. Pido, one-hander, short. Ball will stay with Parañaque. Ito yung si Olegario, bawat hawak ng bola nito, yumayanig yung Olivares Gym eh. Go to Uduba. Shot clock down to 5. Olegario. The runner from Olegario. Yes!
Well, hindi man yumayanig ang Olivares Gym, pero malaking basket yon dahil matagal na Since yung last field goal na yon before that Olegario runner.
Santos with 8 seconds. A shot clock now with Marcelino. Inside, Ignacio did not expect the pass.
That's a poor read by Marcelino because I thought that cut was enough to attract the weak side zone defense.
What about that runner from Olegario?
Right.
Ang layo ng take-off.
And I thought Subido was the one that Marcelino should have passed the ball to.
1-point game. Sarao. Castro. Malo Castro was looking for Sarao underneath. Good hard foul by Santos, but Sarao will get 2 free throws. Actually, ang ganda ng ginawa dito ng Parañaque, Coach Christian, because kanina pa dapat sila nasa penalty, but they've somehow managed to, to keep it close.
Right, it's because of the zone. Obviously, the Marquis getting into foul trouble with 3 fouls. They were playing the zone even with, Marquis inside for a moment. But as soon as he came out, they dropped into a zone, which is, what usually coaches do to, keep their other players, keep the team out of foul trouble as well. And at the same time, trying to force itong Zamboanga to take more outside shots.
Marcelino, no good. Really tried to squeeze him through there. Pido, quick spin. Pido, high arcing shot, wala. JC swings it over to Ignacio.
Nice fake.
Subido from the corner. Wala. That's last touch. Last touch on Parañaque player.
Yeah, I was surprised because I thought Marcelino was the one who came from behind and tapped the ball. Unless the official underneath saw otherwise, they're going to challenge. And I believe they're going to win this. Yun nga, unless our official was sure. From our angle, it looked to be Marcelino.
Yeah, he touched it last. .241 remaining in our second quarter. Still a tight game between 2 contenders in the South.
And also, the perfect time. Pati ang portion muna.
No, ako na. Gusto mo?
Ikaw na, go.
Happy 7 months kay Hendrix Joaquin.
Oh, galing sa...
Alam niya ba?
Ha?
Na 7 months na siya?
Hindi. Alam ni Mami.
Oo.
Na nanonood.
Okay.
Di ba?
So baka pagdating niya ng pag nakarinig na siya, ipi-play niya to.
Correct.
And malala niya, oy, binati ka sa TV nung 7 months ka.
Importante yun.
Yan. Core memory.
Kasi ako nung 7 months ako, walang bumati sa akin.
Ako rin eh, malay ko ba? So,
Hindi, pero kasi, importante yun dahil mare-record nila to. Hindi naman tulad ng panahon natin. Wala pang ganyan.
Wala pang social media. So, the challenge is...
Successful?
Successful kaya?
Mukhang hindi.
Upon review, the challenge was inconclusive. Therefore, the challenge has been nullified.
So that, so hindi clear sa replay. Adi Santos, wow.
I tell you, that play, the zone, line play, 4 na dekada na yata yung play na yan, sinasabi ko sa'yo. Hanggang ngayon, effective pa rin.
Timeless. Rebound ni JC Marcelino. Zamboanga looking to extend the lead. Subido. And Santos doing some early work on Oduba, and that will mean a foul on Oduba.
The early seals on the primary just as important as the guy with the ball trying to attack usually yung mga wings, no? Because it puts pressure on the big men inside. It puts pressure when you force the defense to commit a foul. And it puts pressure at the rim. I talk about pressure. Pressure baka mo.
Ayan na.
Ayan na. Kung alas ang apelido mo,
Dapat magaling ka mag-basketball.
oo, sanay sa pressure dapat. Kasi mga ano yan, pressure pack players. Pati tatay.
Oo naman.
Di ba? Lalo na as a head coach. Probably has the heaviest of pressures among all.
Ngayon, especially now.
Oo. I will see more of Coach Louie.
Nag-ano na ba? Alam naman natin kung saan mag-aaral si keeper.
Hindi ko alam.
Hindi mo alam. Okay.
Walang may alam.
Walang may alam.
And what I meant by saying that is because he's the assistant coach now of the Ateneo Blue Eagles.
Si Coach Louie.
Coach Louie, alas.
Okay.
Okay.
Good addition to...
Pero tulad nung challenge kanina, yung sitwasyon ni Kiefer, from what I know, inconclusive din.
Magaling ka na magaling mong i-relate dun sa mga ibang bagay. John Oduba is at the line. Really solid player, John Oduba.
Balikat pa lang, solid.
Ito yung mga type ng MPBL. Alam mo yung nagkasalubungan sa daan sa player ng MPBL to. Alam ko to. Hindi mo lang alam kung saang team eh. But you know he's a player.
Haba ng galamay. Feeling ko pang 6'10 yung wingspan eh. Ganda pa ng number.
No, Kobe.
24.
Santos. Publico now. Subido.
That's a bad pass.
And much more active on the zone ng Parañaque that time.
Right. And it's always a misconception that the time you go zone any team, it's actually you have to be more active to your point. Because area of responsibility siya. Hindi ka tulad pag naka-match up ka sa tao, okay, nakasunod ka sa tao in a sense.
And we will go into a break. 1-point game in this quite lengthy second period. Minute and 39 remaining. Next 3 games ng Parañaque as reported by Mika Abisamis. May 27, Pampanga ang kalaban nila doon sa Brenzigao Convention Center. May 31, I think there might be changes to this, pero Pangasinan nga yung kalaban nila. And on June 7, Batangkang Kalu, ang Caloocan Sports Complex. How about 30-29. Olegario. Pido. Naagaw ni Ignacio. Choi. JC Marcelino. Labas kay Renzo Subido. Puts the ball on the deck. Adi Santos blocked by Sarao up top. Olegario. Nagmamadali. Counter steal. Players diving for the loose ball. And no, you can't talk to me that way.
You can't. You just can't. And that's probably the first time I've seen Adi Santos react that way after, covering him for 6 seasons now. And a little helter-skelter on this play. Mga 3 beses yata tumama sa paa yung bola. Simula nung nag-change yung possession. right there.
That's the fourth. Looks like they will challenge. Ang problema ni Adi Santos is that the ball was nowhere near him.
Correct.
And mas malapit si Olegario sa bola. Nasa likod pa siya ni Olegario.
Correct. At a disadvantage, no?
So just another stoppage of play in what has been a very extended second quarter.
Well, you gotta give credit to Parañaque because we thought it would be interesting on how they would hold their ground with Marquis on the bench with 3 fouls. That happened about the 6:34 mark. This is only a 1-point game.
Yeah.
And that's also with Jello Razon
Still scoreless.
Still scoreless. And Galliano with only 2 points and 0 field goals dahil galing sa free throw pa yung kanyang mga baskets.
Olegario has given them solid minutes here.
Now it has been definitely, especially in the second quarter, a defensive-minded quarter for both teams after scoring a combined 40 points. Now, wala pa tayo sa 20, nasa 1-minute mark na tayo.
2 for 2 para kay Olegario.
That's because Zamboanga only has 9 points in this quarter. Parañaque right now with 11.
Yep. So 2 for 3 para sa trip na yon para kay Olegario. 31-30. Straight. Back in the game. Publico. They want Marcelino dun sa matchup kay Olegario. Now Marcelino gets the basketball against Castro. Marcelino drives, banging bodies with Sarao. No good. Oduba with the rebound. Another stop for Parañaque. And now go down low to Sarao and a foul on Straight. And that will mean free throws again for JP Sarao.
And it's important for Straight. We talked about him having a different role. You know, plays like that, you gotta lose contact. I believe yun yung na-explain sa kanya ni Coach Louie ngayon. As soon as Sarao, a player like Sarao, seals you and puts you at the tip of the rim or underneath the basket, you gotta lose contact and fight over and make the rim your friend. Kasi nasa ilalim na eh.
One for 2 para kay JP Sarao. Zamboanga still has a timeout. And they'll use that here with 37 seconds remaining in the second period. We'll be right back. Nandito tayo ngayon sa Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan, Laguna.
That was Mrs. Yi, by the
Oo,
way.
oo.
The one before.
And Parañaque with a 2-point lead against Zamboanga. Kaway-kaway. Mga fans ng Parañaque right there. Good to see that. Those smiles though in their faces and ooh. Alam mo, the way they're playing defense, it feels like the fourth quarter already. Yan, ang masasabi ko lang. Coach Christian,
Ano
sana
yun?
all.
Ha?
Sana all.
May pinagdadaanan ka ba? Kaibigan,
Wala. Sana all lang.
Okay.
Gusto ko sana all.
hindi na boss ang tawag ko muna sa iyo ngayon. Kaibigan, may pinagdadaanan ka ba?
Partner, wala. I'm okay. And I just like the idea of our fans enjoying the game with their loved ones.
Yes,
Diba? Yun naman gusto natin eh.
Of
Love and
course.
basketball.
of course. Diba? Iba-ibang relationship. Nakita natin, mother and daughter before yon.
Oo.
Diba? Friend and friend, barkadahan. Diba? Yung Mrs. C at
Ibang
kasama
klase,
niya.
iba-ibang klaseng love.
Iba-iba.
Oo.
Iba-iba.
Oduba. Against Straight. Oduba shoots over Straight. What a move. John Oduba with 9 points. And Parañaque is back on top, 34-32.
Parañaque continues and will close out the quarter with this 2-3 zone.
Marcelino inside. Publico scores.
And finally, Zamboanga makes them pay because it's been a while since they scored against that zone convincingly, aside from getting to the line.
And what a half of basketball we've seen between Parañaque and Zamboanga. They're back on level terms. Watch this move from John Oduba. And shooting over Straight on that occasion. And this time, Marcelino playing decoy and finding Ray Publico for the 2 points. And we are back to where we started. Tied at 34 at halftime. This score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Meanwhile, enjoy our top 10 plays of the week.
Step back, no basket. Oh, good tap. Perumingan, foot race, tricky. Basket and one.
He should get both 2 points for that layup and also an assist, passing it to himself, and a steal, and a rebound, whatever it is. So he gets all the stats for this play. And you know the most important stat on that play?
What?
Only took him one dribble to dribble court to court.
Caballero takes the rebound. Sleep sees a free lane. Beautiful play. Sidestepping his way to the basket. Play of the game brought to you by Buenas. Patrick Sleep. Beautiful sidestep move. Ganda rin ang pagtimon ni Patrick Sleep dito. Jasper Lungalo, binabantay ni Alcorizas. Wow. Oh, nice. That was a beauty.
Right. You get two guys committed up in the air and then you spin the other way. Great move by Longalo.
So Alcoriza raids on Zona with the rebound.
And again, transition defense para dito sa Binyan. Immediately nakababa kagad, not allowing any fast break opportunities for Val City.
Arminio, two-man game with Machon. Wow! And you can flex, young man.
Oo, pwede talaga eh. Ang hirap ng tira na yun, ang ganda pa ng roll mo. Based on scouting, if Mike Machon puts the ball on the floor on the post, then we, double him on the second dribble. Oh!
Great spin by Poy Poy Aktum. 2 points para kay Poy Poy. And ang lalim ng hugot ni Good Boy. Great spin move galing kay Poy Poy Aktum. A little more in control here. Pero ang bilis ng ikot.
Yeah.
Moralde makes his move. Scoop. No. Binuya. Garcia wants it. Up top. Zamboanga already over the limit. Gotta see that again from Paul Garcia. Hiningi niya. Ibigay sa taas. And Hansen. Great finish. Paul Garcia.
Ganda rin ang pasa.
Kadli. Palma will go all the way for the throwdown. Renz Palma, 13 points. Negros, 12-0 run here. Kita natin dito, fast break of the game brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. Renz Palma throwing it down on the break. Palis pa rin para kay Archie Concepcion.
Pag tumira talaga, akala mo papasok.
Oh, beautiful. Jeff Viernes and Archie Concepcion connecting that time to Archie Concepcion. Ang layo na pinanggalingan ni Archie Concepcion. And with a baseline jumper, that won't go. Rebound, MJ Ayay leading the break. Robbie Celis, drop pass.
Oh, man.
Robles with a reverse.
About the 3 most athletic players in one play.
The ball movement and the yo-yo finish galing kay Ilonggo Superman, Billy Ray Robles.
Binulsa yung ball. Tinira.
To end it all. Hail Mary. June Manzo will fire. Oh my goodness! June Manzo! All the way from full court.
So they don't want us to go home.
What a shot! That could be the single greatest shot in the history of the MPBL.
Sending the game into overtime. We spoke about that already. Missing the second one, but they decided
To make it. A full possession for Davao with 2 seconds.
yeah,
Hail Mary. There you go.
that's a clear
It's gonna
basket.
count.
No, that's
It's
a
gonna
clear
count.
basket for the Davao Occidental team.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not yet done. This would be the second overtime game for today. A Hail Mary shot for
Watch that
June
replay.
Manzo. And that will beat the buzzer. Let me go ahead and say that that is absolutely the greatest shot that we have ever seen in the history of this league.
Oh my goodness. Can be the #1 play. This one will be included for the entire season. It might be included.
And those were our top 10 plays of the week. And if you want to see more of that, you can do that through our Facebook and YouTube channels. But for now, we're still here at the Alonte Sports Arena for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis, and I am joined by JV Marcelino from Zamboanga and, of course, Vice Mayor Joan Villafuerte, the team owner of the Parañaque Patriots. Magandang gabi po sa inyong dalawa. JV, unang-una gusto ko muna kamustahin yung injury mo. Kamusta na ba at hindi ka pa nakakabalik sa game?
Ayun, pinapalakas. Sprain lang naman. Kaya, ayun, nire-ready ko sarili ko para sa mga susunod na game.
Maliit na bagay. JV, anong masasabi mo sa ginagawang adjustment ni Coach Louie sa backcourt, lalo na wala ka nga ngayon at malakas itong backcourt ng Parañaque?
Hindi naman na malaking kawalan ako sa team kasi puro point guard din kami. Maraming pwedeng pumalit sa akin. Ayun nga lang, yung team defense or team offense namin, kailangan mas maging yung kumbaga madiin pa para makuha namin yung mga panalong darating ko.
JV, meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Ayun, binabati ko yung dalawang anak, yung asawa ko, yung mga mahal ko sa buhay, mama ko, and yung biyanan ko, mga business namin. And salamat sa UCI family, maker of Family Brand Sardines Master, Atami at Mikado Sardines, Patrick Sportswear, sa mga ka-family all over the country at sa mga taga Zamboanga City. Yun.
Right. Maraming salamat, JV Marcelino. Good evening po, ma'am. Ma'am, another strong contender, another big fish to catch. Pero kitang-kita naman natin, talagang palaban ang Parañaque. Ma'am, marami pa kayong mga kasunod na mga malalakas na kalaban this coming week. Ano po ang lagi yung sinasabi sa boys?
Well, syempre lagi nating sinasabi is kailangan hindi mawala yung momentum natin sa pagkuha ng panalo. And of course, sa nakaraang meeting namin together with the coaches, I told them I think we should go hard during the practices. Kasi kung ano yung attitude during the practice, most likely yun ang magiging attitude rin during the games.
Ma'am, alam ko po na wala po tayo sa Parañaque ngayon, pero alam ko rin na ang mga fans ay tumututok at nag-aabang dahil gustong-gusto nilang makabawi ang Parañaque Patriots. Ano pong gusto niyo sabihin sa kanila, ma'am?
Yes, actually, sayang, no? Nasa Parañaque sana tayo ngayon, but then again, our home court venue is being used for graduation ceremonies. But then again, mga taga Parañaque, maraming salamat sa pagsubaybay nyo lagi. Alam namin na talagang kasama namin kayo sa pagdarasal na makuha natin ang panalo kahit na malakas pa ang kalaban, dahil alam niyo po kayong inspirasyon namin. Hanggat masaya kayo, ibibigay namin ang best namin para lagi kayong nakangiti.
Maraming salamat, ma'am. Meron pa po ba kayong mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Yes, we would like to thank Congressman Edwin Olivares, Mayor Eric Olivares, our sponsors, Okada Manila, our official hydration partners, SIP Plus, electrolyte drink, Top.ph, Vikings, at binabati ko mga taga-Baclaran, Happy Fiesta, Santa Rita de Casia, and happy birthday, Councilor Vandolph Quizon.
Alright, maraming salamat.
Gustong pasalamatan ng lungsod ng Parañaque si Vice Mayor Jel Alonte ng Binyan. Maraming salamat po sa inyo pong pagpapaunlak sa amin na dito po makapaglaro sa inyong napakagandang Coliseum.
Alright, maraming salamat. Once again, the beautiful Vice Mayor Joan Villafuerte, the team owner of the Parañaque Patriots. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Halftime dito sa Alote Sports Arena in Binyan para sa laban ng Zamboanga Master Sardines and Parañaque Patriots. Tied at 34 at the break. A really tightly contested ball game, and You see the numbers here, Coach Christian, and Zamboanga actually had more field goals, pero Parañaque making a living at the free throw line in that first half. So very extended first half with a lot of fouls, a lot of stoppages, and just two teams really competing at their very best.
Well, that stretch that we pointed out at the end of the second quarter, that 6:34 mark, when he committed his third foul and a technical foul because of his third. It was a crucial stretch for Parañaque to keep their heads above water, and they have exceeded that because we're all tied heading into the third quarter now. Maybe Marquis starts again for the third, maybe he does not, but what that does is that it creates confidence, more confidence into the second half. It is much different when you enter the second half, being down by 10 rather than having a tied, ball game. And this is an important game to me, more for Parañaque rather than Zamboanga, considering the upcoming schedules that we just showed, before halftime. The upcoming opponents, Pampanga, Pangasinan, Caloocan, all above 500 teams. And that's why this game, to me, for Parañaque, is more important, especially coming off a loss.
No, itong Zamboanga naman, a tough stretch for them as well. Kiefer and Kevin Alas and Tita Lisa right there saying a little prayer before the start of the second half. We're tied at 34. Joey Barcuma, Ray Publico, Joseph Gabayni, JC Marcelino, Kenneth Alas in the ball game. Nalibre si Alas. They were not able to find him. Joey inside. A very unselfish play. Too unselfish. Itong si Kenneth Alas.
O kaya sinimula ngayon, itong quarter sa kanyang front court si Joseph Gabayni instead of Adi Santos. Maybe to have a breaker on that zone underneath, maybe through offensive rebounds or a quick seal underneath as Publico fighting for an offensive rebound. Jump ball possession, nakaturo sa dilaw.
Yeah. John Oduba, the high point man para sa Parañaque, 9 points in the ball game. Philip Manalang also playing well with 8 points. Jello Razon nowhere to be found in that leading scorer count because he has yet to score in 9 minutes and 45 seconds of action in this ball game.
That's a foul on Gabayni holding the shirt of Sarao. You talk about Jello Razon. In this triangle offense that they run, it would probably be nice to see him on that pinch post, yung elbow area, because that's scoring area. So when you get the ball on that elbow, you face up. He has that ability to shoot over a smaller Barcuma or maybe pull up 1 to 2 dribbles.
Oduba, long two on the way. Razon with the offensive rebound. But the steal by Gabayni. JC Marcelino. Well defended, no go. Josh Galliano. Umatake. The ball tapped away by Publico. And even that, JC Marcelino, that's usually 2 points already. Pero
it was well defended, tulad yung nabanggit mo. Pero binawian nila sa kabila because Galliano was a little indecisive on how to lead that fast break.
Razon against Barcuma. Nagcut sa ilalim si Galliano. That ball tapped away. 8 seconds the shot clock ng Parañaque.
You see, that's a shot for me on Jello Razon. He did a good job of getting his feet inside or below the three-point line. And then he went for that step back to his right. He could just shoot over Barcuma, just like this one.
Yep. Right on cue, Jello Razon. And maybe that should get him going. Get a few jumpers na malapit before all know that Jello Razon's deadly from beyond the arc. Look at this pass. Galing kay Philip Manalang. What a delivery.
I don't know what was harder, the pass or the sprint by Sarao. I just saw him, exert maximum effort to get that pass.
10 out of 10. Just to reach that pass is already a challenge in itself. 38-34.
Nice.
Galliano, no. Sayang.
Just unable to complete it. Publico, for a while, was open on that rim run.
Publico, too strong on that baseline jumper. Oduba,
Snatches the ball away from Kapaini.
Manalang. Razon. And Barcuma got away with that hand there.
Excellent help and recover by Marcelino. on Razon. But poor defense. No, it was actually good defense. Just stronger is Sarao for the finish.
Now they gave him that left side. JP Sarao. Just one dribble.
I correct myself. This was actually poor defense.
Hello, alas, too late to meet him at the rim. 40-34, quick 6-0 run by Parañaque. Timeout Zamboanga. This fast break of the game brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. And that was the beautiful dish galing kay Philip Manalang. Alam niya na dun na talaga ibibigay ang bola. And
he really had to extend his left arm to get that pass. It was truly a lead pass to the rim. So credit Sarao also for the catch. That was not an easy catch.
And Adi Santos returns to the ball game.
Here's that zone once again.
Gabaini against Galliano. Barcuma gets it back, drives, stops, looking for a teammate. The fadeaway, it's short. Razon with the rebound. Manalang looking to push. Galliano is open. Three-pointer, wala. Gabaini quickly to Barcuma. Blocked by Sarao, but there's a foul.
They might challenge. They may challenge this one.
He was vertical there.
It looked to be a good block. They will challenge.
There was contact dun sa paa ni Barcuma.
How about you, the fast guy? Hindi pa natin pinapakita replay. Alam mo na, nasa ilalim.
Medyo nakita natin ng
maganda angulo natin.
Oo. So, kakulay ng Parañaque uniform. Ilaw natin.
Ilaw. Al Vergara, I forgot, was a part of the coaching staff. One of the good point guards we have. But he's been a part of the MPBL for maybe 3-4 seasons, no? Since Muntinlupa pa. Mahusay na kwarta yan.
Laro pa nga yata sa abroad yan, no?
Oo. ABL.
Yes. Singapore. Coach Mike Sagigit doing a fantastic job with this Parañaque team. He's really parang nagkaroon ng identity this season ng Parañaque. Because they didn't have the same personnel and really more than the talent, yung high character guys ang kinuha niya.
Correct. And usually teams would elevate, improve when they get talent. That's a great point you made. Marky, not the most talented guy in the league, but I've always said this, he's the most unselfish superstar we have.
Yeah.
Because everywhere, every team that he goes to translates into winning. Davao, obviously, and then Bacoor last year just fell short. I mean, who wouldn't fall short against Pampanga last year? And, Philip Manalang, I mean, he's probably not in your top 5 point guards, but he would be a guy that you know would be serviceable. And I think yung timing din ng pagkuha kay Manalang, minsan yung timing din sa player, they're just looking for the right opportunities. Now, he had opportunities before, playing in Nueva Ecija, which is a stacked team.
And here was the block, and yes,
Successful challenge.
And yun nga yung nakita nating contact dun sa paa, but that did not matter anymore.
Marginal.
Marcelino. Zamboanga still looking for their first basket here in the second half. 6:33 remaining.
Zamboanga, with all their screenings and their drives, one thing they have to do a better job of against the zone is really finding the gaps of this zone.
Barkuma is denied.
Because it almost feels like they're driving to the defensive players instead of the gaps. Kaya hindi sila masyado nagkakaroon ng opening. As you see, Sarao finds an opening even against the big guys like Gabaini of Zamboanga.
Parang dun sila sa crowd pumupunta eh. Itong Zamboanga. We'll see what kung paano magbagong opensa nila dito. Alas then runs into Manalang. Alas gets it back, trying to bank that one in. No good. Here's Gabaini. Marcelino for 3. Wala. And actually, Christian, that was the first time I saw Joseph Gabaini nung bumangga kay Sarao. Siya pa yung...
Siya yung tumumba.
Siya yung tumumba. That's crazy.
And take note, sa likod pa nang galing itong si Uduba.
Foul on Marcelino.
Little gut check time right now for Zamboanga, even though we're only midway here in the third. Now, who would have thought? The way this game was going in the first half, especially the first 15 minutes, it really felt like Zamboanga was about to open the game up until, oddly, Marquis got his third foul.
Yeah. And I haven't seen
Marquis yet.
John Mahari also.
Right.
Who instigated that late first quarter run.
6 points. He had 6 points.
Nagbigay ng buhay dito sa Zamboanga. Andy Santos back to JC Marcelino. Barkuma for 3. Wala. Marcelino attacks, leaves it to Gabaini. Nice fake. Gabaini, wala pa rin. And look at the help D. Sarao, Galliano, and Uduba joining forces. Razon for 3. In and out. Gabaini has it. Ahead to Santos. Layup, wala pa rin. Seems like there's a lid in the rim. Manalang. That's last touch on Philip Manalang, rather. And they want a challenge.
Are they going to?
They do have one challenge left because kanina hindi yon conclusive. And Parañaque. What has gone wrong here for Zamboanga, Coach Christian? They have yet to score in the third. And lagpas na 5 minuto.
Well, it's more of their offense. Really, we talked about it against this zone. They did a good job, I thought. We mentioned this. That ironically, you wouldn't screen as much against the zone. They did a good job in the first half on that. They're not doing a good job in this half. And I think a part of it is because of the timing of the players is off. You know, they're not really connected inside. Players are moving before the screen comes. They're not looking for the gaps. So to me, just like the last possession, I thought JC Marcelino, on that offensive rebound, had a shot already. Because especially if it's an offensive rebound, whether it's against the man, especially against the zone on a kickout, oftentimes you'll be open. You got to be willing to take that shot. But instead, he drives it inside, ends up with a drop. Gabaini made a fake. He was able to fake the first defender, but against the zone, the second defender is right there already compared to a man-to-man. So that puts confidence on the Parañaque defense. But until Zamboanga figures out this zone, okay, whether through outside shooting or offensive rebounding, easy baskets underneath,
Upon
it could be a
review, the
long night for
challenge
them.
was
Yeah.
unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge by Coach Mike. Yun nga yung ano ko worry ko sa kanya. There've been some shots available for them, but they're not taking it. And that's last touch on Manalang.
Manalang,
obviously.
clearly.
So, you gotta take that available shot kung nandyan na. And the spacing has been off, really. Ang sikip eh.
Yes, everybody's inside the paint. Kanina, if you remember, pinasok si Choi Ignacio
Not to space the floor.
to space the floor. I think he was able to attempt one. Tancinco was able to attempt one. Terzo, after hitting one three-pointer, we have yet to see him again. Mahari, as you mentioned, 6 points in the first quarter. I have yet to see him again.
Shot clock will expire here.
Ayun pala gusto niya. Kailangan may tao sa harap.
JC Marcelino, what a time to hit that three.
That's big.
And he was able to get it off in time. The offense was going nowhere again until that shot from JC. 42-37. Sarao against Gabaini. Oh, what a move. What a move. What a move. 14 points in the contest para kay JP Sarao.
Has to be in the top 10. Excellent footwork by Sarao. Oh, we gotta see it not only once but twice. This is just a masterpiece. Spin, fake, spin, up and under.
That's a buenas play of the game. JP Sarao.
Right there. This is good defense. Maybe until that last moment wherein Gabaini gave up half a step, and then Sarao able to end up with that stretch layup. And don't look now, Markey set to check in.
Fresh off the bench.
Fresh legs ito. Kahit na 41, 42 na ito, sure ako mas matanda sa akin ito. So,
I'm not making any jokes on that.
his former teammate. I know.
2 for 2 para kay Gabaini. Parang pag nagtapat si Sarao tsaka si Gabaini sa poste, para ano, large versus XL eh. Or, sarap panoorin eh.
Oo.
Pido, binalik na rin sa laro ni Coach Mike. And Marcelino sticking too close to Keith Pido.
Already the 14th foul. Next foul put them on the line. (44-39).
Parañaque on top. Pido gets it to Marky Sarao for 3. No. Adi Santos with a rebound. Gabaini doing some early work on Sarao. Marcelino to Barcuma. Three-pointer. Too strong. Nakuha ni Galliano ang bola. Sarao, that early run.
What a catch.
Sarao! You can flex on him, JP.
Wow. At this point of the ball game, heading into the fourth quarter, isa lang masasabi ko rito. Kondisyon. This was a tough basket, even a harder pass to catch, but he had to, again, sprint hard, rim run. And the pass, obviously, care of Pido. Right on the money. Sarado with that finish. What a game for him.
And JP Sarao rejuvenated here with Parañaque. 17 points, 9 rebounds. He was also with Nueva Ecija for a while.
He was. Sabay sila ni Manalang.
Oh, so now getting that opportunity here with Parañaque. More minutes for him. Marcelino inside. Kicks it out to Alas. And now Barcuma drives. Taken away by Pido. Razon is ahead. Cielo Razon will lay it in for 2. And it's a 10-point lead for the Parañaque Patriots.
Terzo set to check in. Probably going to get Barcuma.
Inside, Alas. No finish. Second serving is there para kay Kenneth Alas.
That was a nice cut by Alas. We talked about finding the gaps. The gap was in the middle and a timely pass. By Gabayni, Alas gets it on the second opportunity of his own miss.
Josh Galliano against Alas.
That's a flop, yeah, technical. This is the correct call.
And the player, Galliano, was also there.
Ronjay Enrile is contesting that wala na dapat flop, wala na technical sa flop, I believe. But clearly that was a flop, but he's referring to the rule. He might have a case here. You want to enlighten me?
No, because I haven't this season. We haven't not heard. Wala na yung faking a foul.
Correct.
But
so he has a case, definitely.
That time though.
Right.
Medyo naalangan kasi si Galliano.
Because of the flop.
Yeah, it was dangerous as well.
Correct. There's no question on the flop, okay? But Coach Ronjay and really the assistant of Zamboanga is, you don't see him, but what he's shouting to the officials from the other side of the court is that the ruling, just like what you mentioned on the flop, does not apply anymore.
Yep.
The faking a foul.
And syempre, yung mga kaibigan natin sa nanonood ngayon sa
Bacolod?
No, sa Pacquiao residence.
Oh, yun.
Oo. JR Kicks, Attorney Glenn, Kuya Choi and Ivan. I hope you're enjoying the action. Gandang laban dito. And the referee still discussing this one. And what a game this has been.
It's been what a game for Parañaque, especially for JP Sarao. What a time for him to step up, considering the struggles on arguably the top 3 players of Parañaque, Razon, Galliano, and Mark Yee. Razon has 4 points, 2 of 6. Galliano, 2 points, 0 for 3. Mark Yee, less than 10 minutes of play, only 1 rebound.
Technical foul on
And yet, if you told me that those 3 guys would be ineffective, non-impactful, and have the numbers that I just said, and then Parañaque would be leading by 8, almost heading into the 4th, I wouldn't believe you.
Tingnan natin dito nangyari. Goes down on that one. They tee up. So 2 free throws. Nasa penalty na rin eh. So Terzo called off the bench, inserted to this ball game.
So the technical gets nullified.
Yep. So it's
Let's make that clear.
It's a personal foul.
There was a technical foul sign, but there was, no correction announced. So let's clear that up. As you see, the lovely birds.
Oh, Vice Mayor John Villafuerte.
It's no secret.
And Jamal Vizcara. Pumunta ka ba doon? Sa ano? Sa League of the Year. Marcelino.
I wasn't able to.
Here's Gabayni. We gotta figure out a way
to get him on the block.
Yep. Terzo now. Gets it to Marcelino for 3. Wala.
Ganda naman ng backshot ni Galliano kay Gabayni nun.
Jello Razon. Galliano. They go to Oduba. Great matchup with Publico. And Marquis fires and misses. And that time, good denial there. Parehong kay Galliano and kay Oduba.
Right, ball just took a little too long on the hands of Marquis in that possession. He wanted to get the ball to Oduba. Publico, give him credit. Defense of the ball, outstanding.
Ito na John Mahari set to check in. Gabayni, handoff to Marcelino. Wala na silang challenge. You can't challenge it because
Marcelino right now, I don't think with this front line of Parañaque, I don't think he would be able to score, especially against the zone. The dribble pull-up might work for him in the fourth.
Great tap by Galliano, blocked by Marcelino. Met him up top. Razon with the steal. Oduba has it. Pido will wait.
Smart decision. Up for the last shot is Parañaque.
51-41, 10-point lead for the Patriots. And shot clock and game clock almost identical here. Razon from way out. No. Mahari able to save it. And that will do it. Our third quarter. Marquis. Hindi nagustuhan yung kamay ni Gabayni. As we ended the third, has to be careful. He's already on a technical. But nonetheless, this was
the JP Saraug show.
Yeah. Here's the block on Barcuma. And the rim run. And this incredible finish. And also this move. He's put on a clinic on how to play the post.
He's had the number of Gabayni and the rest of the Zamboanga front line, that's for sure.
51-41. This end of the third quarter score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fan of the game, just like the Avenes, do more and achieve more with the muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenes, oras na para magmotor. Nako, ang laki ng kasalanan ko.
Ano yun?
Nanonood din pala si Boss.
O yun, ako naman. Boss, ako na lang.
Boss Manny.
Nanonood niya pala si Boss Manny Pacquiao.
Happy viewing, Boss Manny. Thank you so much
ang ating
for...
MPBL founder. Ako na.
Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes, our marketing head or executive officer, Joe Ramos, and of course our host here, Vice Mayor Jel Alonte and Demer Oreta. Wow. Boss, I hope you're enjoying the game. Ang ganda ng game. Ang ganda ng game.
Wala. Hindi enough yun para makabawi.
Bawi ako, boss. Sobra.
Huwag mo tanggapin, boss.
Fourth quarter underway. John Mahari and Tosi Tansika still with the zone here. Ang Parañaque. Marcelino, who's played the entire second half. Carter scoring.
There you go. There you go. That's what we talked about before the quarter ended. That one dribble pull-up inside the three, that might work for him, the in-between. As you see, the quarter scoring, 21-19, Zamboanga, 15-13, Parañaque. The third quarter was the difference, 17-7. Kaya papasok ng fourth, lamang ng 10 until that jumper by Marcelino.
Pido. Now with Oduba at the top of the key. Manalang is back in action. Razon, binabatayan ni Mahari. Oduba with the pick. Razon pulls up.
That's way off. He's been pushing his shot, the last 2 shots. Dahil medyo malayo. Out of his normal shooting rhythm.
The last touch din ni Razon, sayang yun because had it.
Masanay tayo kasi nakikita to si Razon, jump shooter. But his last 2 shots dahil sa layo, you know, shooters tend to push their shots. And nag-iiba yung rhythm mo pag ganun.
Oh, but he has that range, but it felt like it's all been forced. Para kay Razon. Marcelino fires again, in and out. Publico with the offensive rebound over Marquis.
You see, that's the thing, because of the pull-up by Marcelino, even though it was a miss, they know he's going to take the shot, and he has to take the shot. It puts their rebounders in position tulad nung kay Publico for the offensive rebound. Much better rhythm for Zamboanga.
And Oduba. That was quick on the move there over Tancinco. Iniwan yung bantay. Here's Publico against Oduba. Marcelino getting the ball back. Shot clock down to 5. Nagcut si Tancinco and he draws the foul. So much better with their movement offensively itong Zamboanga.
Tancinco did a good job of not standing behind the three, which he usually does. That time saw a gap since the last 2 shots was taken by Marcelino, but instead opted to cut to the basket and will be rewarded after being fouled by Mark Yee.
His free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. As Tancinco makes the first, misses the second. Pido to Oduba, swings it over to Manalang, takes the shot and makes the shot. It's back to a 10-point lead, 56-46, Terzo. Jolas, 3 ball is good.
That's a big answer, especially after a big 3 that Manalang just hit. And I just have to say, truly is a much better looking jumper this season from Philip Manalang.
59-46. Marquis is there. Help coming from Mahari. Yee, the one-hander. Short. Galliano inside. There's a foul.
And that's what you have to do if you're Galliano. You can't get yourself going by being on the ball. Play off of it. The attention at that time, Marquis was able to draw 2 defenders. Galliano with good position underneath for the offensive rebound. Everything that he has scored has come from the line so far. He misses his first one though. 4 of 5 so far tonight.
And JP Sarao set to check back in. Terzo. Back to Marcelino. JC fires a 3 off to the left. And Galliano with a big rebound again. Manalang. Oduba gets it back. Binabatay ni Tancinco. Oduba fires. Air ball. Iba na punta kay Mahari and it's a foul on Pido. Foul to stop the fast break. Let's watch this three-pointer galing kay Philip Manalang, and much to the delight of our lucky fan of the game, hatid sa inyo ng buenas.
That was the first three and the last minute and so, followed by the answer, the next three by Terzo on the other end, yung sagot.
And 5 now with Marcelino. JC, nice move, spin, and the right-handed finish for the former MVP. 11 points in the ball game, but Zamboanga still down by 6.
Excellent patience that time by the offense of Zamboanga. It felt like the offense was going nowhere until that ball screen. Marcelino reading the reaction of the defense on the switch, and he immediately attacks the mismatch. Blocked by Mahari on Sarao.
And that triggers the break for Zamboanga as Marcelino is fouled. And here's the foul. Binangga na lang ni Philip Manalang to stop the fast break. Great spin move galing kay JC Marcelino. And score in different ways. Keith Pido, balik muna sa bench. Balik si Jello Razon. Marcelino. Another spin move. Nabitawan ng bola. And that looked like it was off Marcelino, but referee said Pingol had a better angle. Dito sa angulo natin medyo galing kay JC, but here they are. They'll have a baseline inbound. Terzo for 3.
Short.
Razon grabs the rebound. But trying to get position inside. Sarao with a drive.
One of the few times that Sarao has really forced something negatively in this game. JP Sarao, 17 points, 5 rebounds, only his second turnover. What turnovers at this point of the game? Costly.
Mahari. Mark Omega has returned to the ball game. Nakita natin siya kanina. Medyo nahuli siya pagbalik ng third quarter. Is getting treatment. Terzo. All batted away by Razon. Recovered by Terzo. Marcelino will fire. And another 3. Galing kay JC Marcelino. And don't look now. It's just a 3-point lead for Parañaque, but a foul on JC. Apat na. It's a big development here. Pinahinga siya muna ni Coach Louie.
Saglit lang yan sa tingin ko. I don't think it's gonna be more than a minute. Expect him to come back. It's 4:53 right now remaining. I expect him to come back at the 4-minute mark. Maybe after a possession or max 2. If I'm Jello Razon, I'm playing off the weak side.
Sarao inside, triple teamed. Binigay kay Uduba. A lot of incidental contact there. Mahari forcing his way inside and scoring.
How about the body control on that play? It looked to be out of control as he was going coast to coast.
Pahiga na eh.
Oh, yung sandal no sa dulo. There's something that we don't occasionally see him do. This one, changing directions with the same hand. And yung sandal niya kay Manalang, he was trying to initiate contact maybe. Yung may masasandalan sa ere. Pero kahit na wala siyang nasandalan, still able to finish. You gotta appreciate the concentration.
And Mahari forces a timeout on from Parañaque. 57-56, 4:38 remaining. JC Marcelino, 23 points on 9 of 15 shooting against Bacolod. And 4 rebounds. Medyo komportable siya nung game na to. Pero this game,
much different. Different opponent, obviously. Much harder opponent. But sometimes, games like this with the much harder opponents, yung galing mo, lumalabas, dapat mas lumabas when you're struggling.
Yep.
Doon mo masasabi, mahusay talaga itong manlalaro to. And obviously, as a former MVP, he's been through so many games like this already in his career. Nung nasa Lyceum pa lang.
14.6 rebounds and 4 assists. It's 6. Took him 18 shots though. Here's Sarao. Blocked by Mahari. Mahari. Kick out to Terzo for the lead. No. And what about John Mahari? Yung contribution niya dito. Pagbalik niya.
Energy kagad, no? Energy plays. One on the offense. The finish before the timeout there on the block on Sarao. They're going to go to Galliano on the post.
Oduba is open, but Galliano forcing his way in.
And that's unexcusable because Galliano was able to manufacture an easy shot off of 2 white shirts splitting the defense on the post.
Tancinco, 3. Wala. And a foul on Mahari.
Off the rebound by Jello Razon. One thing he has done a decent job of tonight, in spite of struggling of shooting the basketball, that was his 6th rebound. Getting it with 2 hands too.
Here was the move from Galliano. Got that step dun sa gitna pa nila.
Step through, no? In between.
Razon against Terzo. Marquis in the ball game. Jello Razon for 3. Still no go para kay Jello Razon. He's 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. Mahari against Oduba. Pulls back. Subido. The kick out to Alas. 8 seconds a shot clock. Tancinco swings it over to Mahari. Mahari, the one-hander, is good! 10 points in the ball game. Grabe yung impact ni John Mahari.
Oh, what a shot that was. I'm not sure who it was, but I thought he had Subido wide open. He was just going to hand it off before he pivoted and jumped in the air for that one-hander. Big time.
Marquis. Galliano puts the ball on the deck. The runner, short, gets his own miss. Galliano. I thought he had a foul there. Oh, libre si Oduba sa ilalim. Galliano misses the 3, gets his own miss again.
Marquis got away with a push.
Hindi nakita. Last 2 minutes brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL.
What a shot.
The first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas.
Oh, what a shot in spite of struggling. Talk about having a short-term memory. Jello Razon, look at this one. Crossover between, stop on a dime, double clutch in midair, bottom.
He rattles that one in. Jello Razon, the struggles have been
real.
Real. He's 2 for 9, but he's had He's contributed in other ways, 6 rebounds as well.
Right. What I like about him, in spite of his struggles, he's had an impact sa larong ito. Just continues to compete.
Marcelino splitting the D, doesn't get the bounce. Alas with the offensive rebound, back out to Marcelino. 3-point lead for Parañaque. The fadeaway. A big-time basket. 16 points for JC Marcelino. Alas on Manalang now. Yee with the pick. Mark Yee. Back to Manalang. Got the step on Alas. Philip Manalang puts it in for 2. Patriots ahead by 3. Under a minute remaining. That's a foul on Razon.
They had a foul to give to get Pido in. And that's why they opted to foul. Well, this was the step back.
Yeah, from Terzo kanina, and that gives joy to our lucky fan of the game, brought to you by Buenas.
Now, what a time for the action to pick up. The expected players, talking about Marcelino and Razon, coming up with clutch baskets along with that Manalang layup.
Theirs was the drive by Philip Manalang. Really exploiting that his speed advantage on Alas. And a strong finish as well.
Miscommunication right there on the ball screen coverage, on the reject, and the help of Mahari just too deep to maybe draw a charge or get the block.
63-60, timeout Zamboanga, but will stay in the air. Both teams with a timeout remaining. And Sarawa struggled dito sa ating fourth quarter. He's not in the game. And that he's done his part. No? Siya yung nagbigay ng konting separation.
Siya nagbigay ng buhay.
Dito pala si So si Kenneth mag-inbound. Otep, bigyan mo na yung screen si Renzo. Ganito, gagamitin na pagkulayan. Ito tayo. Si JC. Now JC tumatanggap pa lang ng basketball. Bigyan mo na yung screen dito. Kung sino man, kung nasan yung tao dyan, screenan mo. Now Ray, pwede kang pumap ha. Pag libre, bigay mo. Baka may shoot mo ngayon yan. Now, pag si Drumay pa dyan, Sil, andito si Renzo. Kenneth, pagpasa mo, pumasok ko lang dito. Okay? Get a rebound. Come on.
Parañaque already over the limit as well. And how do you see this one panning out para sa Zamboanga? Coach Christian?
I'm not sure who directly was he talking to you. Yung mid part na yung manilibre sa ilalim, siguro naman masushoot mo na yan. But I'm gonna assume it's a big guy. It sounded like a drop pass.
Subido. Back out to Marcelino. 10 seconds to shot clock. Pido playing him. And the basket is good. Para kay JC Marcelino. Just taking over.
This quarter.
Yeah.
I talk about guts, which Marcelino has shown time and time again. Credit
Pido.
Gabaini.
And Gabaini also.
Yeah, credit Gabaini clearing somewhat a path and that mini seal on Marquis to open up that lane for Marcelino. It's been a tough night for him. But he has fought through, but he missed the free throw. Galliano with the rebound. Now, they don't need to foul. Both teams over the limit. Gotta play it smart.
Philip Manalang. Markey with the pick. It's Manalang against Marcelino. Yee again, providing the pick. Yee is open. Three-pointer. Wala. Marcelino with the rebound. A chance for Zamboanga to take the lead. Shot clock is off. Barkuma somehow was inserted in the game. Marcelino.
Publico's open.
Spin. Alas lost his footing. Yika has the loose ball. And bola ng Parañaque. Jump ball is the call on the floor.
Manalang is holding to his right knee.
Yung Manalang is fine. Okay lang siya.
Good to see him stand up once again. I'm not sure if we're going to see it again. But that spin move by Marcelino. Well defended.
Oh.
Well defended. I thought he was going to pass it to Publico. He was on the dunker spot on that right side. And Kenneth Alas, this is going to be a part of his growth here, especially, you know, getting heavy minutes in this Zamboanga team, because he has to expect every time he's in the strong side corner, it doesn't have to be a 3, but he just has to stand still and wait for the defense to commit to Marcelino, because he came in and then sumikip lalo yung lane para kay Marcelino. But we got to see it again.
.8 seconds remaining. That was a big stop by Parañaque. Take a look at this again.
This one right here. There's Kenneth Alas. That's what I was saying. Because I believe Manalang was the one getting him. If he stood in the corner, maybe that would have been a bailout pass. He has an open shot. And then he has no choice but to take the shot. That's going to be a part of his growth as a basketball player. Because you have a former MVP at Marcelino. You expect him to draw the defense just like what happened.
So 0.5 seconds remaining. Foul on Joy Barkuma. Mm, 63-62. No, Marky can miss this one if on the second. Kung lalo may timeout pa yung may timeout pa yung Zamboanga.
May timeout pa yung Zamboanga, tama. And 0.5, obviously enough time, even if it's a 3, catch and shoot up in the air.
On the other side. From the other side.
No, I mean, since Zamboanga has a timeout, if he makes the 2 free throws,
Oh, 1.2.
1.2. So definitely, if you're Marky, you make the first. But I'm surprised. 0.3 lang ang nawala ron.
Marky.
There you go. That's the first. And then you miss the second. They have to know that Zamboanga has a timeout left. There's no reason to make this shot.
No, he makes it. And 1.2 seconds remaining. The timeout si Coach Louie. That's his last timeout.
Bossy, isang tatlong shooter. Kayo nabit pa niyan. Dalawa tayo. Eh, makinig ha. 1, 2, 3. 1.2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tapos si Robby. Robby. Okay. Mag-inbound dyan si Kenneth. Kenneth, kaya mong cross-cut pass? Hirapan ka. Okay. Sino magaling pumasa dito na magpapasa sa kabila?
Go! Go, JT!
Wala bang malakas ang loob?
Go, JT!
Hindi, ikaw, Tosi.
Go, Tosi!
Andito si Otep. Otep, i-screenan mo si ano dito. Renzo.
JC,
Robby. JC. Okay. So, itong gagawin natin. Move. Pag libre, bigay mo. Pag libre ito, ang pinag screen, papakita, bigay mo. Tatlo yan. JC doon. Tatlo yan.
Jalen Green yan, para.
Narinig ko sa dulo. Jalen Brown yan, pare. Jalen Brown. Yun ang yung narinig ko.
Dagdag inspirasyon.
Robbie Naive in the game. Tosi Tancinco, Renzo Subido, Joseph Gabaini, and JC Marcelino. It's Tancinco who will inbound the ball. Uduba, Razon, Manalang, Yi, and Galliano for Parañaque.
I think it's interesting that Gabani is still in the game.
Subido, no good. And the Parañaque Patriots with a big-time victory against the Zamboanga Master Sardines. They had time to dribble as well, no?
Exactly.
Subido.
Exactly my thoughts. Nonetheless, I mean, Parañaque, we talked about how big of a game is this for them more, considering the schedule ahead for them. They could use this win as a springboard for maybe a winning streak.
Oh,
or
and
maybe win 3 out of 4. That would be nice.
And also, ang laking bagay because they will tie Zamboanga in the standings
Correct,
as well. As
correct.
Our best player of the game is brought to you by Buenas, doing it on both ends of the floor. Right when Parañaque was putting the clamps on Zamboanga, eto
Right.
si JP Sarao naman was having his way inside the paint.
And just like how my kids would say it the Irish way, it was big time. And the moves was there, just like what you just saw. The defense was there with the block, and it was enough for them to catch up and create a little cushion heading into the fourth as they were up by 10 to start the fourth.
No. Final score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. What a thrilling contest. And it ends with a Parañaque victory. Let's go to Mika.
Maraming salamat. Ang ating Buenas player of this game ay walang iba kung hindi si JP Sarao. JP, nag-usap tayo kanina dun sa bench. Ang sabi mo sa akin, gusto mong ipakita sa kalaban na kami naman ang talunin nyo. Gusto nyo yung bragging rights na yon. At yun ang nangyari, bukod sa'yo, ang dami nagtrabaho off the bench.
Ano talaga, collected team effort talaga. Gaya ng sinasabi ni Coach Mike, ang sarap ng feeling ng underdogs tapos bibiglain mo sila, lalo na yung mga malalakas na team. Ngayon, hindi na biro yung Parañaque. Andito na kami and we're here to win.
And that is a statement from JP Sarao. JP, ang susunod na kalaban nyo, ang lalaki. Marami kang magiging trabaho doon. Ang defending champions, ang Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Anong nasa isip mo?
Gaya ng team motto namin, sigat ang bahala. Na kay Lord ang awa, nasa amin ang gawa. Ibibigay namin yung best namin sa bawat oras, sa bawat practice, bawat game.
Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan, JP?
Unang-una, pinapasalamatan ko si God. Thank you sa panalong ito. At saka salamat kay Parañaque Patriots, Team Owner, Vice Mayor Joan Villapuerte, Team Manager Jamal Vizcara, Okada Manila, C+ Electrolyte Drink, Orange Top PH, Vikings, Mayor Eric Olivares, Congressman Edwin Olivares, Vice Mayor Jel Alonte, Patriots, sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa Patriots na pumunta pa dito. Tsaka happy birthday kay Lilush Andre, yung family ko sa Cavite, yung family ng girlfriend ko, Lerio family. Get well soon sa father ni Coach Syke, kay Papa Al, tsaka sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa amin. Yung mga tropa ko sa Dimasalang, si Andeng, si Kirby, tsaka yung mga girlfriend nila. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa amin. Huwag sana kayong magsawang sumuporta.
Maraming salamat. Great effort from JP Sara, who is our Buenas player of this game. Balik sa inyo sa Delph, Coach Chris.
Thank you so much, Mika. And oh, wow, that was a very
Felt like a playoff game.
yeah. Kapagod yun, but we're here for it.
No, we expected that.
Yeah.
Among the 3 games tonight.
Yeah,
That's why this was the main event.
Yeah, ang ganda ng matchups natin kanina. And tomorrow, biyaheng Valenzuela ang inyong Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League at the West Arena. Sarangani against Muntinlupa at 4 p.m. Bacolod against the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards at 6, and at 8 p.m. it's the Bulacan Cuyas and the Valenzuela Classic. So, the games continue dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, and we hope you enjoyed the action in here sa Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan. For my partner, Coach Christian Luanzon, and the courtside reporter Mika Abisamis, and everyone here on the MPBL staff, our production crew, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsuporta sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Ito po si Duff Tupas saying good night from Binyan.